Hello all, this video is about 3.4 contingency tables. And I previewed this a little bit on our first presentation inside of probability. And my face is in the way. All right, so a contingency table provides a way to give probabilities just in a table format. And it's really just reading the table, so it's not too bad at all. So here we'll just look at one example and go from there. So we have speeding violations and then cell phone habits while we drive our car. So here we go. As we read across here, this does have totals for us for each row and each column. So those totals will come in handy for all of our given situations and out of the, just whenever we need out of the total. So we can notice that the users using the cell phone while driving, 305, not using the cell phone, 450. That adds up to our total of 755 people. And we also have this broken up by no speeding violation and a speeding violation. Those numbers also add up to 755. All right, so let's answer some questions. Probability a driver is a cell phone user. So for that, we take the cell phone users, 305 divided by the total. Boom, there we go. Probability a driver had no violation last year. All right, well, no violation over the total. So 685 over 755. Probability a driver had no violation in the last year and was a cell phone user. So we go to no violation and a cell phone user. So that's 280 people. Wow, that's a lot of cell phone users. This is some old data, maybe like 4 or 5 years old. People, I don't know, states didn't have such specific cell phone rules. The probability a driver is a cell phone user or had no violation last year. So let's see, is a cell phone user. And then it says, or no violation last year. For that, so this is where it gets to be a little bit tricky. So we're looking at, we need either of these to occur. So driver is a cell phone user. So that's going to be this 305 people. And then no violation last year. That's going to be using this 685. But as we look at the first row and the second column, we notice that this 280 is counted twice. We don't want to count all of those people twice because they're the people that they were in here. They were the people that are both. But we don't count them twice. They're just one person. So to do this, you could look at your contingency table. You could just take this 25, this 280, and the 405 and add those together and take that out of your total. If you do that, you would get 710 over 755. Or you can think about it using our formulas. Let me scroll back to our probability formulas, the addition rule. Remember, to find the probability of A or B, we take the probability of A plus the probability of B, and then we subtract where they overlap. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing right here. Take the probability of A, the driver is a cell phone user, so 280 out of the total, 755. And then we add in the driver had no violation last year, so that's a lot of them, 685 over 755. We add those together, then we subtract the intersection. So that's what we calculated here, cell phone user and no violation, so it's 280 out of 755, and we end up with this 710 over 755. So whenever we have the or situation, that's when we're going to follow this, adding the probabilities and subtracting the intersection. Next, we'll go with some conditional probabilities. Find the probability a driver is a cell phone user given the driver had a violation in the last year. So here we go. Given we had a violation in the last year means we're looking at only the people that had a violation in the last year. So just this first column. And we want to find the probability somebody's a cell phone user within that. So 25 people out of 70 total. Of the 70 total that have tickets were cell phone users. So there we go, 25 over 70. Then let's compare that to the probability a driver had no violation last year, given they followed the rules and were not a cell phone user. So we go to no cell phone users, 450, and we ask how many of those had a violation, 45. Oh wait, this was no violation, so 405 over 450. And so there we go. No ticket over no phone use. And you can compare these two probabilities, and you can find out that the cell phone users, people breaking the law there, were much more likely to get a violation, which makes sense. People not breaking the law were not given tickets. All right, so that's it for contingency tables. Pretty straightforward.